What's most apparent from the Syrian conflict is that there are two conflicts going on at the same time. There's the one conflict to get rid of Assad, who we believe it's inevitable that he will fall, the sooner the better. And a second conflict, unfortunately, between those that are working to get rid of Assad and the different interests that they have for the long term of that country and for the region. And that's why I've been a forceful advocate for U.S. engagement and U.S. involvement in that conflict. First and foremost, because Assad is an assassin. He's bad for his people, he's bad for the region, he's a sponsor of terrorism. He's allowed Syria to be used as a staging ground and a waypoint for terrorists for over 2 decades. And so as a result, we think this is a positive development. But we also think it's important for us to be involved in the Syrian conflict because we want to ensure that responsible actors are the ones who ultimately win that conflict and have control of the Syrian territory after the conflict. So we hope to go back to Washington and have further discussions with our colleagues and with the White House, with the administration, about what more we can do to become engaged in that conflict, working together with our allies. But ultimately, we also have to be prepared for the reality that while we hope sanctions will work, we pray sanctions will work, we need to be prepared for the possibility that sanctions may not work. And I won't go any further other than to say that a nuclear Iran is not something that is acceptable. And I think it's important to make clear that on that principle, there is strong bipartisan support in the United States as well. We've learned in the conversations that we've had, but I can tell you it's been incredibly insightful. When you talk about settlements, I would just say that that's an issue that will be, it's an important point that has to be negotiated and worked through, but not by the United States. In essence, the United States' position should not be to go in and dictate what the resolution of that issue should be. I think that's an issue that two parties working in good faith can work through and ultimately arrive at an arrangement that works for both sides. On the economic ties between Israel and the United States,